English program of Radyo Pilipinas World Service, the international broadcast station of the Presidential Broadcast Service, Bureau of Broadcast Services. Aired daily from 0200 to 0330 UTC through the following shortwave frequencies: 12.020 megahertz, 15.640 megahertz, 17.665 megahertz. PBS Radyo Pilipinas World Service serves as a bridge on air, delivering timely news, information, and public service. PBS Radyo Pilipinas World Service, bringing Filipinos across the globe closer to home. PBS Radyo Pilipinas World Service expanded its online presence. Besides our shortwave broadcast, PBS Radyo Pilipinas World Service can also be heard via live audio streaming. Just download Evox PBS receiver on Google Play Store from your Android phone or via App Store from your iPhone. You can also watch our broadcast via Facebook and YouTube channel. Just type in and search for Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Radyo Pilipinas World Service, the international broadcast station of the Presidential Broadcast Service, Bureau of Broadcast Services, bringing Filipinos across the globe closer to home. Radyo Pilipinas World Service is now fully digital, delivering you information, entertainment, and variety of programs through your social media app. Follow, like, and share Radyo Pilipinas World Service Facebook page and Radyo Pilipinas World Service YouTube channel. Download PBS Audio Receiver app for continuous audio streaming of programs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Radyo Pilipinas World Service Online, serving the Filipino and the global community with unfading commitment.
From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.
Good day, this is Dateline Malacañang, and here are the news. Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. led the ceremonial groundbreak. And that is all for today's Dateline Malacañang for Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This has been Bea Gaza de Guzman.
From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.
Radyo Pilipinas World Service is now fully digital, delivering you information, entertainment, and variety of programs through your social media app. Follow, like, and share Radyo Pilipinas World Service Facebook page and Radyo Pilipinas World Service YouTube channel. Download PBS Audio Receiver app for continuous audio streaming of programs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Radyo Pilipinas World Service Online, serving the Filipino and the global community with unfading commitment.
The Presidential Broadcast Service, Bureau of Broadcast Services, ushers in Radyo Pilipinas World Service, establishing a bridge on air for Filipinos living and working abroad and the international community. Radyo Pilipinas World Service reaches out to Filipino overseas workers, the Filipino diaspora, and foreign listeners all over the world through its online social media platforms via RP World Service Facebook page, YouTube channel, and live audio streaming. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Manned by seasoned production and technical personnel with passion and dedication, produces and airs a variety of Filipino and English programs ranging from news and public affairs, business, sports, entertainment, audiovisual documentaries, public service, and presidential activities done here in the Philippines or abroad. Radyo Pilipinas World Service, through its online digital platform, is able to connect with Filipinos all over the world. Made possible under the direction and support of PBS-BBS, mandated to disseminate information on programs, agency policies, and establish reliable public service geared for the welfare and protection of overseas Filipino workers and Filipinos living abroad and their respective families. Breaking through time zones and geographical barriers, Radyo Pilipinas World Service, through its online digital broadcast, establishes a bridge on air for the Filipino overseas worker and the Filipino diaspora to connect with the motherland and reap the programs and services of government for their sacrifice for their families and valuable contributions to the Philippine economy, but most of all, for upholding Filipino values, culture, and unquestionable professionalism in their chosen field of work.
Radyo Pilipinas World Service is now truly digital, delivering you information, entertainment, and variety of programs through your social media app. Follow, like, and share Radyo Pilipinas World Service Facebook page and Radyo Pilipinas World Service YouTube channel. Download PBS Audio Receiver app for continuous audio streaming of programs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Radyo Pilipinas World Service Online. Serving the Filipino and the global community with unfading commitment.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. Tourists from many countries, including the United Kingdom, may soon have to submit their social media history from the past 5 years before they can enter the United States. The BBC reports the move is part of a new proposal announced by American officials. The rule would apply to travelers who can visit the U.S. without a visa for up to 90 days as long as they use the electronic system for travel authorization or ESTA. Since returning to the White House in January, U.S. President Donald Trump has been pushing for stricter border controls, saying these measures are needed for national security. Experts, however, warn that this plan could discourage visitors and may raise concerns about digital privacy. The U.S. is expecting huge numbers of foreign tourists next year as it co-hosts the Men's Football World Cup with Canada and Mexico, and again in 2028 for the Los Angeles Olympics. In other news overseas, the United States has seized an oil tanker near Venezuela, according to U.S. President Donald Trump. Speaking at a White House event, U.S. President Trump told reporters that they have seized a tanker off the coast of Venezuela, a large one, the biggest ever taken. Reuters is reporting, based on 3 anonymous U.S. officials, that the tanker was intercepted in a U.S. Coast Guard-led operation. This development comes as the U.S. has increased its military presence in the region over the past few weeks, saying the build-up is part of an effort to crack down on drug trafficking. Meanwhile, the Venezuelan government accuses the U.S. of trying to remove President Nicolas Maduro from power. And finally, Iceland has now joined Spain, Ireland, Slovenia, and the Netherlands in announcing a boycott of the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest. The BBC reports all 5 countries pulled out after Israel was officially confirmed as a participant last week. Stefan Eriksson, the Director General of Icelandic broadcaster, argued he said there is no peace or joy in the contest given the current situation and that Iceland is stepping back until things change. RUV explained that Israel's inclusion has caused division among members of the European Broadcasting Union and within the general public. The Broadcasters Board finalized the decision on Wednesday, just hours before the deadline for countries to confirm their participation in what is supposed to be Eurovision's 70th anniversary celebration next May. Iceland was thought to be the last country still weighing its choice. Eurovision Director Martin Green said they respect the decisions of the broadcasters who chose to withdraw and hope to welcome them back in the future. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Radyo Pilipinas World Service is now fully digital, delivering news, information, entertainment, and variety programs through your social media app. Follow, like, and share Radyo Pilipinas World Service Facebook page and Radyo Pilipinas World Service YouTube channel. Download PBS Audio Receiver app for continuous audio streaming of programs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Radyo Pilipinas World Service Online. Serving the Filipino and the global community with unfading commitment.
DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day, I am Win Pañano with today's DFA Online. Philippine Ambassador to Saudi Arabia Raymond Balatbat led the country's delegation to the 21st session of the UN Industrial Development Organization or UNIDO's General Conference held as the Global Industry Summit 2025 in Riyadh from November 23 to 27. In his statement, Ambassador Balatbat reaffirmed the Philippines' strong support for consensus-based multilateralism and its continued contribution to UNIDO's initiatives. On the sidelines of the summit, he also met with officials from the Bases Conversion and Development Authority led by Joshua Bingkang, who served as a keynote speaker at the Bridge for Cities Forum on Smart and Inclusive Cities in the Asia Pacific. Ambassador Balatbat was joined by officials from the Philippine Embassy in Riyadh and the Philippine Mission in Vienna.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
In our news, the Philippine Consulate General in Chongqing has witnessed the signing of a Memorandum of Strategic Cooperation between Xavier School and Chongqing Bashu Secondary School, the first such partnership for Xavier School with a Chinese secondary institution in over 20 years. Philippine Ambassador to China Jaime Flor Cruz attended the ceremony, highlighting the embassy's commitment to boosting educational linkages in Southwest China. Consul General Ivan Frank Olea said the agreement formalizes Xavier School's long-running China immersion programs and recognizes Bashu's strong academic reputation. The partnership will enable student and teacher exchanges, joint academic activities, and cultural programs aimed at strengthening mutual understanding and global citizenship. During the visit, students from both schools also played in a basketball friendship game, while Xavier students earlier presented their China immersion projects at the consulate.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
More news from the Philippine Service Post. Philippine Embassy officials in Rabat, led by Ambassador Leslie Baha, visited Bamako, Mali from December 4 to 6. During the trip, Ambassador Baha met with Mali's Foreign Minister Abdoulaye Diop and other senior officials, as well as the Minister for the Promotion of Women, Children and Family. It was the first high-level exchange since the ambassador presented his credentials 3 years ago. Talks focused on strengthening cooperation in sustainable development, women's empowerment, and migrant protection, with both sides expressing interest in forging new bilateral agreements. Ambassador Baha also inaugurated the Philippine Honorary Consulate in Bamako and met with the Filipino community working in the education and mining sectors.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And in Pakistan, Philippine Ambassador Emmanuel Fernandez completed a 3-day official visit to Karachi from December 6 to 8, strengthening ties with key provincial leaders and promoting cultural diplomacy. Ambassador Fernandez paid a courtesy call on Sindh Governor Kamran Tesori and met the Chief Minister and Mayor of Karachi, discussing cooperation in education, culture, and people-to-people exchanges. He also attended the oath-taking of the new Chief Justice of the Sindh High Court. The ambassador served as chief guest at Sindh Cultural Day and later joined the Filipino community's advanced Christmas celebration. He also attended the closing of the World Culture Festival, which gathered artists from 142 countries. On the final day, Ambassador Fernandez promoted Philippine culture in a local TV interview and met with officials of Air Karachi to discuss future plans.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And it wraps up today's DFA Online. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, I am Win Pañano. Good day.
DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Radyo Pilipinas World Service is now truly digital, delivering you information, entertainment, and variety of programs through your social media app. Follow, like, and share Radyo Pilipinas World Service Facebook page and Radyo Pilipinas World Service YouTube channel. Download PBS Audio Receiver app for continuous audio streaming of programs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Radyo Pilipinas World Service Online. Serving the Filipino and the global community with unfading commitment.
Front and center. Front and center. A focus on important and significant developments affecting the lives of Filipinos, not only in the Philippines, but also those living and working around the world. Join us in Front and Center. Front and Center. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Welcome to Front and Center, where we focus on developments in the Philippines, legislation that provides policies and directions that strives to promote a better economy for the country.
You have just heard and watched Front and Center. Front and Center. Join us again for another edition here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Front and Center.
Radyo Pilipinas World Service is now truly digital, delivering you information, entertainment, and variety of programs through your social media app. Follow, like, and share Radyo Pilipinas World Service Facebook page and Radyo Pilipinas World Service YouTube channel. Download PBS Audio Receiver app for continuous audio streaming of programs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Radyo Pilipinas World Service Online. Serving the Filipino and the global community with unfading commitment.
DZRP, Radyo Pilipinas, brings you another exciting and informative program in shortwave radio. Discover more than 1,001 ways and reasons to visit and enjoy the Philippines. Most exciting and breathtaking places, people, events, and culture that only the Philippines can offer.
Good day to all the friends and listeners of Radio Pilipinas. This is Bea Gaza, your host for today.
Tune in again next time for a more exciting and fun-filled adventure as we travel to the beautiful Philippines.
BBS Radyo Pilipinas World Service expanded its online presence. Besides our shortwave broadcast, BBS Radyo Pilipinas World Service can also be heard via live audio streaming. Just download Evox PBS receiver on Google Play Store from your Android phone or via App Store from your iPhone. You can also watch our broadcast via Facebook and YouTube channel. Just type in and search for Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Radyo Pilipinas World Service, the international broadcast station of the Presidential Broadcast Service, Bureau of Broadcast Services, bringing Filipinos across the globe closer to home.